special greeting too for all of Sandie's family. Her sisters Lynn and Robin, and her brother Andrew, who's also the barbecue chef. And their partners are all here, and so are all Sandie's 6 children and their partners. And 3 of them have come all the way from Australia, which is absolutely great. And finally, it's great to see so many of Ian's family and friends here as well. His nephew should be landing at Palmerston North Airport now because he missed the plane. And his eldest sister Helen hasn't made it today from America, but she will be here next month, and we're really looking forward to seeing her.
We got stuck in the snow.
I don't know whether there are any other emails or telegrams or whatever you call them today have arrived, but there is one here which I've been asked to read, and it's, "Hi Ian, we're sorry we couldn't be there today to offer our congratulations in person. We hope you have a great day and that it's followed by many more. Jonathan and Linda." Speak up.
Wait till
Who
the
said
plane's
that?
gone.
Oh.
Wait till the plane's gone.
Probably your nephew's plane now.
There's Chappie flying in.
I'd now like to propose the toast to Ian and Sandie, or Sam and Joe as they're known as in their respective families. It was always going to take a remarkable sort of woman to make Ian want to get married. And Sandie is that remarkable woman. And I want to emphasise the word woman, because Ian has actually been wedded many times before to many sort of things. It's just that he's never actually been married to a woman. First of all, he's married to wedded to a pile of broken down cars that littered his father George's prized dairy farm, and he's still wedded to them. And then he was wedded to motorbikes and motorbike parts and motorbike racing, and we know that he's certainly still wedded to those things. And he's wedded to a small but important group of mates and fellow bikers. You know, some of them are quite respectable, like Baz is now. And some of them are not quite so respectable, like Baz maybe didn't used to be. And then he's been wedded in more recent times to that wonderful collection of birds, which are such a major part of his life and Sandie's life, starting from Henry and Mildred, and right through to modern day Archie, and a host of other varieties from bantams and guinea fowls and all sorts of things.
Peacock.
You know, peacocks. I met a peacock today. All through his 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, Ian's life went on a pretty even course. Apart from the occasional, life-threatening car accident, motorbike accident, and
Heart attack.
Heart attack, yeah. Punctuated by grumpiness, and general antisocial.
You laugh, I'm watching.
and general antisociability, which only the strongest-minded person could even strive to break through and get close to this gruffest of men. And then he turned 60, and he showed his increasing maturity by returning to motorbike racing. Palmerston North Hospital rolled its eyes in pain and anxiety. And at that stage we all predicted that Ian would carry on through his 70s and his 80s and 90s exactly the same way he's always been. But then along came Sandie. Ian says that's not quite true. He said the best way of putting it is up drove Joe. There was a certain young man at that time, and he was staying with Sandie, and Ian happened to take him home one day to
That doesn't
Sandie's
sound
place.
good.
And that was the first time they set eyes upon each other. It would be nice to think that their eyes met and their hearts leapt and they fell in love at first sight. But we'll never know. Ian certainly wouldn't be sloppy enough to admit to anything like that. And if Sandie's got the measure of a man, as I'm sure she has, she won't admit to such a major weakness either. I can tell you, however, after a great deal of research, that I have found out a little of something that happened that first day. Sam has since told her sister Lynn that when she first saw Ian, it felt like she had known him for the whole of her life. And if that's not instant bonding, I don't know what is. We certainly know that something happened that day, and it's been happening ever since. And it's caused a revolution in Ian's life. Now you can ring him up and he'll speak for more than 30 seconds. He's sometimes almost pleasant and helpful. He can even be vaguely cheerful. Sandie says he's a good man. He says he's been very good to her and he's been very good to Betty. And I think we all know how good Ian is. And Sam's family say that she's a really happy person in nature, so they should be a perfect pair. Sam says he's a really neat guy. But if he's a really neat guy, and I think we all agree with that, then the fact that she's made him an even better person makes her pretty special. And Lynn also says that Sam has never been as happy and serene as she's been since she's got to know Ian. And I'm sure that Ian's going to enjoy the rest of his life a hell of a lot more now than he would otherwise have done. She's even said he's even teaching Ian to become a tidy Kiwi. She says that she is gradually succeeding in tidying up around him. And that's something that Betty never achieved, despite all her menaces and threats. You know, Ian has been a good friend. He's been good with family. He's been good at business, and I'm sure he's going to be. Yes, he has. Yeah. I'm sure he's going to be great at love and marriage too. I don't think he can fail with someone like Sandie. I'd like you all now to charge your glasses and raise them and make a toast to Ian and Sandie, Sam and Joe.
Sam and Joe.
Cheers. More drinks.
And now we're going to ask them to cut the cake.
No.
There's not a black lady.
Where's a sword? It's supposed to be a sword, Ian.
What's that, Sam?
Oh, you've got your own knife. Okay. Typical.
She's hooked on classics.
You don't have to tie her up. Sandie, can you move around a bit?
Yeah, for the big sister.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
He did.
He uses that for
He
everything.
did unfold it though. The last thing you used it for was probably gupping something. Just don't eat that slice of cake.
Cutting food, all sorts. Opening bright parts. Treating people they play dolls.
Very
I wouldn't have thought.
Good. Yeah.